Okay, hello everybody and welcome back to Scrolls, where today I'm going over my Decay and Growth deck guide for you all. If you watched the past few videos or so, you would have seen this deck in action. But there have been a few changes and I wanted to do this thing properly. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so we start off with the sort of meat of the deck, so to speak. The main idea, strategy, whatever you want to call it. It involves spawning lots of creatures, playing Eclipse, so you can play Necrogeddon, or at least something along those lines. This is all doable thanks to a new card called Eclipse. Boing. It costs 1, and it says all your current resources are converted into Decay. So this means that we can start ramping into Growth, get up to like 6, 7 or 8 Growth, play Eclipse, and suddenly be able to play Necrogeddon. And no one sees it coming. Well, we do see it coming, but it can do nothing about it, and it is horrible to play against. So the cards to help us do this, we have 3 Rat King, 3 Sister Vial, 3 Eclipse, and 2 Necrogeddon. Rat King says it costs 4 Growth. Summon a Beast Rat on target tile and on 2 adjacent random tiles. So this gives us 3 1/2/2 rats. I should show you Beast Rat. There you are, Beast Rat. What a lovely thing. Gives us 3 of those, and it is fantastic value for what it is. It's also a good fertile soil target. Gives us, or buys us lots of time in the early game, and it's just fantastic with God Hand, Necrogeddon, things like that. Sister Vial, similar job. She costs 6, is a 2/2/4. 2 owls are summoned together with Sister Vial. An owl looks like this. So 1/2/1 owl. Whenever an owl does damage, Sister Vial's attack increases by 1, and whenever an owl is destroyed, Sister Vial's health is increased by 1, so she can get very, very big. Usually the owls die, so her health is usually quite high, but we don't care about that because she's usually a blocker early game, and we do just want to play Necrogeddon and win that way. But if the owls do attack, she can have like 5, 6 attack quite easily, especially if you've got 2 out. Then we have Eclipse, which I've already gone over. Fantastic. Allows this whole deck to work. I had been working on a Growth and Decay deck before this, and then this came along and just made the deck work so much better. Allowed us to go so much deeper into Decay, where before it was really, really hard to get any Decay resources at all, because we had to deal with a road which just didn't work, because you had to use it with Puppet Soldier, and you'd already be in Decay if you played it, so what's the point? And then finally we have Necrogeddon. It costs 6, and we have 2 of them. Destroy all creatures you control. Creatures destroyed this way are replaced by undead husks at countdown 0. So as I said, the strategy is we have lots of creatures. Suddenly you go Eclipse, Necrogeddon, holy moly, we have done lots of damage. So to do this, we do need quite a bit of removal, and yeah, there's a lot in this deck. So we'll start by looking at the board wipe scrolls. Okay, so we have 4 scrolls which affect the entire board, or rather, at least our opponent's side of the board. We have 3 Frostgale, 3 Quake, 3 Iron Bile, and 3 Return to Nature. Frostgale simply costs 2 and does 1 damage to all units. Obvious why that's in the deck. It's good against things like owls, and it's needed against Decay if they're playing Watchers, because you can go Frostgale, Quake. And it just helps against Rot Eaters as well. It's just useful. Also, another thing, Harvesters in this deck, you can play Frostgale to destroy your own units, and then Harvester can attack. Quake costs 6, does 3 damage to all structures and 2 damage to all creatures. Again, more board wiping. We need a lot of it for this deck so we can buy ourselves some time, and Quake allows us to do this. Both of these scrolls work well, especially with Iron Bile, which costs 2. All units gain Curse 1 and +1 attack until the end of opponent's turn, so the Curse 1 is really what we're after here. We can play Iron Bile and then Quake, and it will do 3 damage instead of 2, or we can play Frostgale and do 2 damage instead of 1. And this allows us to kill things like Rot Eaters, Witch Doctors, Skirmishers with 3 health, just anything with 3 health that we want to kill, pretty much. Then we've got Return to Nature, which costs 2, and opponent creatures get -1 health until end of turn, and if a creature with this effect is killed, increase growth by 1. So yeah, usually it's kind of like either you go Quake Iron Bile or you go Return to Nature Quake. They just all work together quite nicely. It doesn't work with Iron Bile, sadly. But it does ramp you, and playing 2 of them on the same turn is just insane. Another thing about Iron Bile is its +1 attack can be useful when you've got lots of husks in the field, because you can go Necrogeddon and Iron Bile, suddenly all your husks will do damage to, well, enough damage to kill an idol if you have 3 on the lane. So that's all the board wiping stuff. And now there needs to be some spot removal in this deck so we can deal with Rot Eaters and Harvesters, and I think I have enough for that, so let's look at those. Okay, so for my spot removal I have 1 Unleashing of Power, 3 Languid and 3 Damning Curse. I have 1 solitary Unleashing of Power in this deck because I had 1 spot left in my deck, and I thought Unleashing of Power would be good just to help me deal with the Harvesters, because sometimes the Damning Curses aren't enough. So Unleashing of Power, use it as removal, just sets an opponent's creature's health to 2. I mean, you can kill it off with a variety of things. Also, its ability itself, use it on your own creatures just to give them a loss of attack, is a thing. You can put it on a Veteran, suddenly it's got 7 attack. You can put it on a Harvester and suddenly it's got 13. Or 14 in fact. And oh my goodness, that snipes idols. And we've got 3 Languid. It cycles, which is fantastic. Costs 2. And chance of unit's attack is decreased by 2, and when Languid comes to play, draw 1 scroll. So this nerfs things with 2 attack like Braves, Hunters, Oblivion Seekers, Rippers, all sorts of things I suppose. And it's just good to just draw a scroll, which we do want to do, because again, we need to find what we're after, so we're cycling through our deck, we are ramping, we are destroying the board, so we can start playing out our strategy. And then we've got Damning Curse, there's 3 of them in this deck. Destroy target creature, units you control dealt 1 damage for 4 decay. This is just in the deck to deal with Harvesters and Rot Eaters and Witch Doctors. That's pretty much it. Because the deck's weakness is Quaking and then Decay taking advantage. The deck pretty much wins against anything else. Decay is hard, but winnable. Still. As long as you do everything right and you don't get unlucky, it's winnable. So Damning Curse is in there, just to give us a hand against Decay's anti-damage spells. So that's all removal, I think. And then we shall now look at the things I have labelled as stuff. Okay, so under stuff, I have put Fertile Soul and God Hand. These are scrolls that are necessary for this deck, just to sort of bring it together and allow us to do some extra damage and draw scrolls. So we've got 3 Fertile Soils, cost 4, sacrifice target creature you control and draw 3 scrolls. Drawing scrolls is fun, we have lots of tokens, so we have lots of things to sacrifice, and we want to draw so we can start finding all our removal that we need, and Necrogeddons and Eclipses and things like that. And then God Hand costs, oh, I just hit my desk. God Hand costs 8, all your units gain +2 attack until end of turn and have their countdown decreased by 2. So we're going to have lots of creatures, even if they're just the normal tokens like Rat Kings, or rather rats and meows. God Hand's always good there, works well with Harvesters as well. But after we've Necrogeddoned, we can play God Hand for next turn, or even in the same turn if we are greedy, and that really just does a heck of a lot of damage. Unless your opponent's got 2 Return to Natures or Quake, pretty much game and unstoppable. So that's stuff, and finally, let's look at the creatures. Okay, so for our creatures, we have 5 of them. Not counting Sister Vial is a creature in this deck, but it's not in this section since I've already shown you it. So we have 3 Ragged Wolf, 3 Sister Fox, 3 No AD, 3 Kinfoot Veteran, and 3 Harvester. Ragged Wolf is decent in this deck. You can take out owls, pretty much owls, isn't it? But it's useful with God Hand and Necrogeddon just to get cheap creatures out. Then it's good with Iron Bile, because you can play Ragged Wolf, Iron Bile, and suddenly you're effectively doing 3 damage to creatures, thanks to a combination of the +1 attack and the Curse ability. So that's always nice. Sister of the Fox costs 2 as a 1/2/1. When it comes into play, draw a scroll. Fantastic. Good target with Fertile Soul. Draws me a scroll. And again, it's another cheap creature, just so we can Necrogeddon or God Hand. No AD, costs 3 as a 2/2/2, so not a bad body, but actually pretty bad. But if the effects are after, when No AD comes into play, you gain 1 resource for each non-growth type your opponent has. So if your opponent's playing Decay, which is likely, great, you gain Decay, which you need for this deck. If you're playing Monogrowth, oh dear, you don't gain anything, doesn't matter. If your opponent, however, is playing Order or Energy, those resources are no longer wasted thanks to the Eclipse. Your opponent is playing Mono Energy, say. You play a few No ADs, say have 2 or 3 energy. When you come to play Eclipse, all your growth and all those energy resources that you gained from No AD returns into decay. Into decay, and that is very useful. Then we have Kinfoot Veteran, still the best creature in the game probably. Cost 5, it's a 3/2/4 with haste. Obvious why it's in, it's just incredibly great. It's running there to do 3 damage, incredibly versatile. And then Harvester, which may also be the best creature in the game, it's between these two. Cost 3 is an 8/5/6 with Relentless, doesn't count down, and a creature is destroyed, Harvester's countdown is decreased by 1. So the thing in this deck is, you can play Harvester and Quake and probably destroy a lot of things and basically give Harvester haste, which is quite useful. Say there's just rats and owls and your opponent has a few cheap creatures. Play Harvester, play Quake, suddenly Harvester attacks and you wipe their board. Fantastic, it's one of our win conditions as well. Just being able to do damage with this is always nice. And it's a decent sized body as well for its health, so that's always great for defending idols. So that is everything, and now I shall show you the deck as a whole, because why not? So once again, we go over the deck. It is 3 Ragged Wolf, 3 Frostgale, 3 Sister of a Fox, 3 No AD, 3 Fertile Soul, 3 Rat King, 1 Unleashing the Power, 3 Kinfoot Veteran, 3 Quake, 3 Sister of the Owl, 2 God Hand, 3 Eclipse, 3 Iron Bile, 3 Languid, 3 Return to Nature, 3 Harvester, 3 Damning Curse, and 2 Necrogeddon. And I love this deck. It's the first deck I've properly built for a long time, because I've just been building mono resource decks and concentrating on there. But I thought I'd have a bit of fun, started building multi-resource decks, and this is what I've ended up with, and this is very, very good. And probably the most fun you'll have in Scrolls, because you can just do some fun things with Eclipse. So yeah, time to play a ranked game, and hopefully I'll win to show you that this deck does indeed have some potential. Okay, right, let's do this. And my starting hand isn't too bad, I don't think. Good luck. Annoying that we don't have any veterans or any Frostgales. We're playing against Decay, so that's equally annoying. Oh, we should be fine. Rat King, good. We'll start by getting rid of Languid here and making our way up to Sister of a Fox. It's all about dealing with the Harvesters and Rot Eaters. That's all we need to do. So that's all we need to do. It's going to be really tough. There's a Frostgale. Fantastic. We'll get rid of Ragged Wolf or Rat King. We'll get rid of the Rat King. We'll go Sister of a Fox. Sister of the Owl. Very nice. Okay. Damning Curse. That's okay. I think we'll start making our way into Decay. Or does that sound silly? I think that sounds silly actually. We'll keep going in growth. I'd like to draw some no ideas soon. The sooner we can get into Decay, the better. And they are the key. My hand is very weak to Return to Nature as well. If he just plays 2, all my rats, all my owls are going to go. So I'm not going to sack Damning Curse. So if I draw Eclipse, I can just snipe something. And that is very important. Rot Eater, okay. Iron Bile with Frostgale can do a lot of damage. But it's a bit useless right now. But Iron Bile and Frostgale is better than Return to Nature and Frostgale, so we'll get rid of it. And we'll go Rat King. Get me some defense. I'd like to draw a veteran. Please! I just want to take out that Rot Eater. It's probably going to protect it with a Hunter. Another Rot Eater. It could be worse. Fertile Soil works very well. Right, we've got plenty of Decay here, so we're going to start getting some Decay. Iron Bile and double Frostgale would be good. In fact, needed. We just need to slow him down. That's all we need to do. just trying to think what direction I want to go next turn. I'm also thinking, what is he thinking about? Another rot eater? Oh, for goodness sake. That's just ridiculous. Okay, I really need to find that Frostgale now. There's a Quake. That will work. Quake will work with damning Iron Bile, sorry. Return to Nature is also good. So I'm going to get rid of one Iron Bile here for growth. And then we're 2 turns away from going Quake Iron Bile. Now we've just got to hope he doesn't play a Harvester before then. In fact, I can go Return to Nature and Quake, can't I? Can I? No, I can't. No, I could. Yeah, I could. Oh no, he's got a bloody Harvester. Great. Okay, we're going to need Eclipse and Damning Curse to take care of that. And we have to slow him down even further with Damning Curse. I mean, Sister Vial. Although I may still just go for it, just to wipe his board, because I've just drawn the other Quake, so I can wipe his board with a Quake and another thing. We'll get rid of the Frostgale here. We'll play Sister Vial here. Oh, that was awful placement. Okay, that'll have to do. I probably should have just protected my idols there as well. Hit my Sister Vial, please. Good. The less damage he does to my idols, the better. Play something with 3 health. Four health, great. Okay, do I have any choice but to kill it? No, so I'm going to have to get rid of... I think I'm going to have to get rid of a Damning Curse because I can't play it yet unless I draw Eclipse, and the Veteran will be, I can do 3 damage with a combination of these cards, so I'll have to go with this. So Return to Nature, Quake. And go. And next turn I can Return to Nature Veteran. Possibly. It's probably going to be Return to Nature Quake. Cursemonger's not too bad. I can just guess his... thing here, can't I? Get rid of Frostgale. Or would I Return to Nature Veteran to kill that and then I can Quake later? This won't die to the Quake though. Oh, it's tricky. It's very tricky. I think I just like veteraning the Harvester here. And then next turn I can Return to Nature to get rid of that and this will be free for something else. This lane is just dead to a Lord Darkling. He's probably going to do Witch Doctor. No, he's running away. And playing a Witch Doctor, surely. It would make sense. So probably should have returned to nature. Oh no, Life Stealer. Okay, I can get away with that. And my phone's going off. What is it? Leave me alone, tweet notifications. Iron Bile I don't need right now. I have Eclipse, so if he plays anything dodgy, I can get rid of it. That's good. I'm going to go Return to Nature to get rid of that. And Rat King for some defence. We know this lane's dead, so we're just going to ignore it. Right, so we do have God Hand in this deck, so top decking that would work. Necrogeddon would work. Cursing my veteran. Brainlighting it. Okay. And languiding it. Okay, well, that I'm not too happy about. So we can draw God Hand, Necrogeddon just to wipe his board. Just to wipe his board, what am I on about? So any sort of scroll like that would be good. We get Languid. I think we Languid this, just so I hope we draw God Hand. We get Return to Nature. In which case I'm going to have to Fertile Soil. We get Damning Curses. Oh, that's not really brilliant. We'll get rid of Return to Nature for scrolls in that case. More stuff. So we know this lane's dead. However, I do really want to protect it just so we can hold on, or do I? No, we're just going to leave it. That will have to do. But I do have Harvester and I do have Quake, and that is a combination and a half. So he plays Little Things. It will take 3 of them. I can get there. I mean, how many I will have 8 resources if I play Eclipse. I mean, 8 decay resources, obviously. Veteran's still a thing. Unleashing of Power. That will be useful later on. I'm going to get rid of Languid here. For decay. Put it there. And then I can use my Veteran. And I do want to protect my rats. Probably a mistake leaving the Harvester open, but I don't think I have too much of a choice. Because I need stuff on the board. Now if he curses the Harvester, then Damning Cursing is going to be a bit of a problem. Which looks like he is doing. If I Damning Curse, it will do 3 damage to it. My hand's decent. I just need something like God Hand or Necrogeddon just so I can do stuff. There's Necrogeddon. That will give me 10 resources to mess around with. Or 9 actually, won't it? Unless I sack for something. Necrogeddon wouldn't get me too far. Damning Curse will allow me to kill a few things. Quake 1, 2. No, I can't really do that. I think we ditch Unleashing of Power here for some scrolls. We get God Hand, but that's just too late. So we need to protect that. We do need to protect that. So I can go... Do I just Eclipse Necrogeddon and next turn God Hand? I think I'm going to have to. Okay, so I'm going to move these down here. Necrogeddon, and hope he doesn't have return, double return to nature or something. Okay, so that takes out the Life Stealer. Those two take out that. Probably should have taken out the Husk if I could have. That doesn't matter, as long as I can God Hand next turn. Actually no, because then his Life Stealer would have moved and poisoned everything. Yeah, okay. Cursemonger, Harvester. That's annoying. I can't really afford to wait on a God Hand though. Can't afford to wait. Let's get rid of one Quake for growth. What do I get rid of? I'm going to have to get rid of God Hand, I think. And we play it. We take out Husks. And next turn we can Damning Curse his Harvester, hopefully. Let's hope it doesn't attack this turn. Which it is, okay. Please attack my Husks, not my idols. Yeah, it's not stupid. Got one idol left to protect. I don't understand that Soul Steal. Okay, top deck, Harvester, then Quake, and kill his. That'll do. Okay, let's see what I can do. I get a Kinfoot Veteran. I think I'm going to have to Quake, Eclipse, Damning Curse. No, top deck Harvester, that's good. Okay, so we can go... Actually, that won't be enough, will it? 1, 2, 3, 4. That won't be enough. Well, I've messed this up, haven't I? I have to be Quake. That'll leave me on 2. Yeah, Quake, Eclipse, Damning Curse. One idol to protect against Lord Darklings. I've finally got a no idea. That's fantastic. Okay, so we can get rid of Quake now. We can go Harvester, Sister Vial, because we need creatures, so when we Necrogeddon or God Hand, they are there, ready. That's annoying. I've still got one in hand though. Would have liked to have kept both of them. Wow. Okay. Well, that's just really bad for me. We'll get rid of the no AD. I can go Harvester. Do I have to kill this? Probably. He'll just end up killing it himself, I suppose. Ragged Wolf, Fertile Soil, no AD. It's risky. Very risky. Another damning curse! Wow. Okay. No matter, we shall continue. More removal. Well, I'll snipe that with a Ragged Wolf, I think. And play Sister Vial. Then top deck, Nekogeddon, Iron Bow, and Sniper's Idols. That's the plan. It's a plan. It's a good one. We've got a Ripper. Okay, I'm after Veteran Ragged Wolf. Let's go Sister of a Fox first. Get rid of no AD. Return to Nature is better, obviously. I think I prefer Return to Nature Sister Vial. Do I prefer that? I think I do. And those owls could have been in a better position, that's for sure. The deck's close to recycling. Recycling? I keep saying recycling instead of cycling. It's close to cycling. Ouch. Ouch. So much removal. And good. Okay, let's get rid of Frostgale. And then we Veteran, Sister of a Fox, Languid. God Hand's good, so we're going to play Ragged Wolf here. I think we protect the top idol with Sister of a Fox. I'm going to keep hold of those God Hands. I'd like to be up to 6 decay so I could just straight out play Nekogeddon, but I need to hold on to Eclipse. Monstrosity! Oh, I wasn't expecting that. That's different. Okay, let's get rid of Quake for scrolls. Nekogeddon. So I've got 13 resources, so I can go Rat King, Eclipse, Nekogeddon. Yes? Yes. And next turn I've got God Hand. And hopefully it doesn't double Return to Nature me, because that would be horrible. Okay, we'll do that. If you double Return to Nature me, then this game's over. As I said so many times, overcoming decay. Oh, what? I mean, honestly. For goodness sake. Typical. Oh, we've still got God Hands. He's got so lucky against me this game. He's always had the right removal at the right time. Ugh. No more removal. I'm getting sick of this, really. I am starting to lose it. Maya Curse. That's different. We've got a no AD. That's not too much good for me right now. Veteran's okay. I think we're going to have to Frost Gale, Veteran, no AD. No, I can't no AD, okay. Right, time to spam the board with creatures. Harvester would have been nice before I played any. What? Oh no, I can still go for it. Go no AD, no AD. Eclipse Harvester. I'm in that sort of a mood. And then we'll hit his idols, or hit him, hit his idols. More removal! Whenever I've had a Harvester, he's always had a damning curse. More removal! This is verging on ridiculous. It really is. Okay, well, keep going. Return to nature, I'll get rid of that. Iron Bar can go. We are at 6 for Necrogeddon though, so that's good. Don't know how I managed that. I think I'm going to have to return to nature, God Hand. And do I kill his stuff? I think if he Necrogeddons, then I'm in trouble. That's why I have to do this. As much as I hate giving him card draw, I pretty much have to. Searing Shackles. We've seen some really interesting scrolls here. Well, not interesting, like weird. Scrolls I wasn't expecting to see, like Maya Curse and Searing Shackles. I can see why Searing Shackles is in, it's to like negate Watcher. Okay, Frostgale can go. Ragged Wolf, God Hand, is that it? It must be, surely. Yes it is. Whew. I got an achievement, good, great. Well, that's Decaying Growth. It owns everything. Then a tough matchup is Decay, as you saw, but we managed to get through there. It's just dealing with Harvesters that you have to worry about, and tons of removal, and double Return to Nature, which happened a lot that game. So yes, thanks for watching. I have a lot of editing to do because I might have sworn a few times, and I don't want it to be quite so severe. So yes, see you next time. Goodbye.